developer, pushing everything into creating a local copy and pushing the changes, modifying the changes and pushing it to the local repository first, committing into the local repository first, then pushing it to the remote repository. That's same changes. That's what we have done. Now assume, so now today we'll try with the two developers, developer 1 and developer 2. That's what we are going to try. So we have added in Azure demos, /12, DevOps demo. This is where we have git status. Sorry, side. So on launcher must, whatever it is, nothing is there to commit. Everything is clean. Whatever is there in the remote and which branch. So we can check like this, git master and all. Okay. Now what we will try today. So this scenario, what I explained here, we'll try to do that. Like one more development will join. I should be able to pull that content, right? Now one developer has done this. What we will do, so just to change the color of this tab is blue. Assume blue color is developer 1, or rename it in case if you want. Developer 1, and add one more tab, which will be like orange. This going to be developer 2. Okay, what is the difference? So user 1 and user 2. Okay, so I will take it to the same cd2. This taking oh, I went to PowerShell. I don't want PowerShell. Okay, unnecessary complications. Why? Duplicate tab. Okay, so I'm going to rename it to developer 2. Okay, change the color just for differentiation. So developer 1 and developer 2. Since I'm only working on both, so I'm going to work on two windows. In real time, assume this is going to be two developers. Okay, install make directory of developer 2. So I'm going to developer 2 branch. Okay, you can see both are two different locations. This is normal or batch 12 direct DevOps demo. Here I am in a different directory. Okay, assume he is doing in his mission. Okay, so what he does here, first he has to log into the portal, right? Assume he has already access. Into my DevOps portal. So what is required to pull the source code is you need a repository. This is our project. This is our project. So click on the project and go to repos. Okay. So where can you find this? Okay. Click on files here. You have clone option. Here. You can copy this. Come to his mission, whatever it is, developer 2. Git clone. I hope you remember the commands and paste that URL. Okay. So it's cloning the whole directory will come into his mission. So it will create a local repository. right? Okay. Again, if it is the first time, it will ask you for the credentials because I already logged in the same system, right? That's why it is not asking me. If it is a different system, would have asked actually. Asked. Okay. So this is how you can clone it. Now go to the directory, whatever we have. You see here, first before that, check whether everything is there or not. You can see here, everything is there. Right? So check the Git status. It is already up to date because there is nothing happened. Nothing new happened actually. Right? Can check here. Git branch also master. See, in day-to-day activities, this is not going to be our work just for understanding purpose, but just for knowledge point of view. I'm just sharing you all this information. This is more of a developer work, what they do. Once they do the changes and all, like developer one, developer two, developer three, then our work will start. Okay. Because these comments are very, very important. That's the reason I'm just continuing on that. Essential knowledge basically, right? As a DevOps engineer. Okay. So now what we'll do, uh, let's say we'll go to user one, first user one, developer one. Okay. I'll make some change here. Go dot. So I'll use the same file just for understanding purpose. I'll remove this push and make it as developer one. Okay. I'll just save it. Okay. And close it. Now, can we stage and commit? So instead of staging, we'll use direct commit. Will it work? Right? It will throw an error. No changes added to commit. So how can we do that? In a single command, -a. The beauty of this is it will give you a hint basically. Git commit -a. So this is a single command using which you can stage and commit both together. Okay. Now done. One change is done. Okay. Now to reflect into the remote repository, what we should do? Git push origin master. I'm pushing it now. Now let us go and check whether these changes are reflecting or not. Next HTML. It is developer one. Now we'll go to the second user and check the code in his local. Will it be there now in his views home index.html? It is still with push only. Why? He has not yet done the full command. The changes whatever developer one has committed and pushed, it is available only in the server or remote, right? Now, if we want to get, how should we get that new change? To into his local repository. Now you see git pull from where? Origin. From which branch? Master. Before that, make sure you are in the current branch. What is the command to check current branch? Right now we don't have, but always make sure to check. So git pull origin master. Done. Now two commits got whatever the changes, whatever there. Now we check the code. I'm checking in my developer 2 environment. You should see the changes, whatever has been pushed by the developer 1. You should see those changes. See here. Okay. Now, assume if both the files are modified by the same users, then what will happen? And or developer 1 has pushed it at the same time developer 2 is also trying to push. What happens? All those things, right? This will be quite common scenarios, right? Okay. This is our notepad. I'll just remind that before going to the multiple user pushing at a time and conflicts, all those things, we'll just add the commands, whatever we are. For some reason why this is very slow. It's taking so much time. Every time it is going to more at this place. Don't want this. Okay. So git init I have seen, right? Git add and more. Git add, then git status. These are the common commands which we are using. Okay. And git commit -m some message. There is a git commit -m some message -a, which is for staging and adding both. Then git log, then git push origin master. What else you have seen? Git pull or clone. So first we have seen clone. Git clone the URL, then git pull origin master, wherever it is, whichever the branch. So this is what we have seen now. Okay. Is it clear now? Now, let's say I'm going to modify code in my developer 2. Okay. Developer 1 plus developer 2. I'll close it. Right? Git commit, same story. Git commit from developer 2 and I'm adding. Right? Now git push, same. Git push origin master. Okay, done. Now if you go and check in developer 1, the same change will not be affecting here. Right now I'm in developer 1. See here, still developer 1 only. If I want the changes pushed or committed by the developer 2, what I should do? Git pull from where? Now pull happen, right? Okay. There are two things, right, which you have seen. What is the difference between push, pull, right? We are doing the pull. There are two things which will happen as part of pull. One is fetch and merging. There is one more command called git fetch. So this is the quite common thing. What is the difference between git fetch and git pull? Both are fetching the data, pulling the data from the repository. So what your git pull does, it will fetch the data and it will merge also. Okay. Okay. So I will explain in detail when we learn the merging part. So that is what it's a difference. Okay. Okay. Clear? Any doubt in this? The multiple developer concept, what we are trying to do here, don't get confused. Just trying to replicate whatever we have discussed here. Developer one, developer two. Assume he has modified something, pushed it, and how developer two will get same thing. If developer two modified something, then all those things. Clear? If there are no doubts, then let us understand the branching strategies. Okay. There is the document. Same commands, whatever we are discussing, just git clone, all those things. Commands also I just add. Okay. Now let us see working with branches. Okay. I just like this. What is branch? Right? Anyone? Anyone? Any idea? What is branch? So what we have done, we have just created a repository, right? So and we worked only with the one branch, which is master branch. But in real time, we are not going to work with one branch at all, right? There will be a multiple development activities. There will be a multiple developers. The real-time usage of Git would be completely different. So most of the time, you will be working with multiple branches, multiple environments, repos, all those things. Let's say we have master branch, right? This is our master branch. And I'm going to create a new branch from this master that is going to be a development branch. And all my development activities will be happening here. Again, from the development branch, we will create a feature A branch or feature B branch, right? When he is done with the changes in feature A branch, he will merge back the changes made in feature A branch to development branch. Same thing, whatever the changes made in feature B branch will be merged back to feature A branch. When we know that the developer branch is okay, to maybe after testing of certain things and all, then it will be merged into the integration branch. This integration branch is completely managed by the DevOps engineers or build engineers. Okay, it will be in our control. From this release branch or integration branch, it will be given it to the end users. Okay, clear? This is a simple branching strategy. So why do we need, let's say, you have a development branch, you have project one. Within that project, there will be a multiple features, right? So there will be a one team who will be working for feature one. There will be another team who will be working for feature two, or developer one branch, developer two branch, developer three branch, like that. So individual developers, they will first work on their independent branches. After testing, after thorough testing, then it will be given it to the integration of development branch. This is one scenario I'm just explaining. There will be multiple ways to create branches based on the project requirements. So generally, what is the recommended way to give the names like this? Feature slash feature name, so that it will be easy for you to understand that particular branch is created for so and so reason, right? Sometimes a feature area will be there, right? And most of the time, this is what user level, like developer one, Charan, right? Vijaya, like that, or Karthik. They will create like that branches. Then work items. I hope you remember. In the boards, we have created a lot of work items. So for a particular work item, if the branch is required, with that work item, we can create a branch. And sometimes some bug fixes, and sometimes there will be hot fixes. So these are the standards in general. So it is recommended to practice this naming conventions, basically for the branch creations in any organization, right? So how do we merge now? Okay. So there is a command called git merge. See this example. Assume I have a master branch. This blue color is master branch. This is a future branch. When we want to merge from future branch to master branch, right? That is what your requirement. Assume you should be in the target branch first. Then git branch followed by the branch name. You should give that. Okay. Remember that you should be always in the target branch first. Where do you want to merge? Right? Where the branch name is the name of the branch that will be merged into the receiving branch. Always check git branch state, which is the current active branch. Then git merge from the target branch name. You give the target name, right? Note that the merge merges the target branch into the current branch. Okay. If you want to merge the content of future into master, okay, use this command. If you want to switch other way, if you want to merge from master to that, then you need to use a command called git checkout. I'll show you this practically, don't worry. Just try to understand theory first. Okay, this is the before merge status. After merge, it will be like this graph. If you look at the merge log here at this point, all the commits, this commit, this commit, this commit will be available in this. Again, there are different types of merges to carry forward the history of your source branch. I'll show you all those things also. Don't worry. There are multiple types of merges. So one is fast forward merge. Another one is three-way merge. There are other types of merges. I'll talk about that also later. In a high level, you understand this, right? If it is a fast forward branch, okay. So I will be making changes only to the future branch, assume. Then whatever the position of master will be head. There is something called head. I'll show you all these things. Okay. This head will be carried forwarded to the future branch. Okay. So as soon as some commit happen, the head will get moved to the latest commit which happens on this. It is like a linked list if you are aware of this. Okay. This circle is nothing but a commit 1, commit 2, commit 3. This is fast forward, right? The same thing will be, you see here, before merge and after merge. When you do the fast forward merge, the head of this master branch will come at sit here at the last one. Okay. Assume most of the time, this is not the usual case. When you create a master branch, most of the time there will be a feature branch or developer branch, right? When you merge from the future branch to master, so the code, whatever here, has to be taken into your master branch. This way, this type of merging is called three-way merge, where along with the future branch, even the master branch, the changes are happening in simultaneous. Okay. Clear? You'll understand better when you do it practically. Any doubt here? You can ask me. Basically, two commit histories will get merged here. That is three-way merge. So how to demonstrate all these things before we do actual demo? Let us understand this. Pull, I was talking, right? Pull is nothing but fetch and merge. What is fetch? Fetch will download the changes from your remote repo, but do not apply them to your code. It will just download the reference points, but actual changes, it will not apply. If you use the pull, the fetch and merge will happen. Based on the fetch, the merge will happen. Whatever the changes have been identified as part of fetch command, those changes will get applied as part of merge into your target branch. Merge applies changes taken from fetch to a branch on your local repo. Everything will be in local repo until and unless if you push it, right? Clear? So when you do the pull, it will fetch and it will merge it. We use this command, right? Git pull origin master. First, it will get the reference information. Then it will be applied those changes. Okay. You understand this first. It's my doc. This will explain in a better way. Okay. So what we are going to do. So step by step I have given. Okay. This is one of the example. Imagine we have a remote master branch. I'm going to do first what I need to do. I'll pull that. So if you do the pull command, I will get all the changes of remote master to my local master, right? If I see the commit, whatever is here, same commits I can see here. Now what will I do? From the local master, I'm going to create a new branch. Okay. What is the command? Git branch name. This is the command to create a new branch. Simple, right? I told you, right? Few recommendations like feature one or developer one or hotfix, bug fix, whichever it is. Based on the context, you decide what name you want. Okay. So does it become the active branch when you create a branch? No. You have to use the git checkout to make this branch as active branch. First, you make feature, once you use the git checkout command and the branch name, then the feature one will become the active branch. Then only the changes what you are going to make that will reflect in your feature branch. Then edit code, whatever it is. After that, same story, git add, right? Where it will add or where it will stage into the feature branch. Now I'm going to commit the changes into feature branch, right? Now, if you remember, I was telling you, right? When you want to merge the changes, always try to be in, not try to be, you have to be in the master branch. Like this, you can create a multiple commits. Then after completion of all your commits, I want to merge these feature one changes to master. What should I do? First, change your active branch back to your master branch. What is the command again to make it as an active branch? Git checkout branch name, right? And then the current branch will become master branch. Now, what I should do? I need to merge the changes from my feature to master. So now I need the command git merge feature one. That is precisely the purpose of this. And finally, we'll do git push origin master. Okay. Then all the changes which are done into the local master will get pushed into the remote master. Like this, you see, follow the first get the content, create a feature branch, edit in a feature branch, merge those things into master branch, then push it back to remote branch. Right? The advantage is when I'm working in my local branch, my master branch is still there. I'm not touching anything in my local master branch. I still have for a reference in case for some reason, if something goes wrong in my feature branch, literally you can delete this branch and master branch again, create one more because it is as it is with the intact with the remote branch. Okay, that is the benefit when you use this kind of branching strategy. Clear? So we'll do the same thing practically. I'll use anyone. Let me see what is my current status. You see here, head is at master, okay, and remote master is also here. That means it is in sync. Both local master and remote master are at the same point. To come out, Q to quit basically. Now it is always recommended to pull, okay, to get the latest because we never know what other developers have pushed it. Okay, it is already up to date. Now I want to create a new branch. What is that command? Git branch features slash F1. You can say this is the branch name which I want. I'm giving F1, F2. I'll tell you why. Okay. Now if you use the Git branch, earlier it was displaying only master. Now I have two, features slash F1 and master, which is my active branch. I told you two indications. One is star, second one is master. Now if I want to make my future branch as active branch, what is the command? Git checkout. Now you can see here, switch to branch. Now check the branch. See here, it has swapped. Okay. Now I will modify. Where am I modifying now? Always in the current branch, active branch. Right now, whatever changes I do, that will be reflecting in my active branch, which is future branch. Okay. What I will do, I'll remove all these things. Developer 1, developer 2 is not required now. With this, changes in future 1. Okay. I'll just close this. Okay. So same thing. Now if you see the git status, this is the change here on branch, so and so branch. This is not modified.
Again, add and commit, right?
Exactly. Git and dot. I just staged it. Now what I'll do? So where I have staged it into my future branch.
Yes, yes.
NSM, maybe F1 completed.
F1, feature F1 or anything.
Then once I'm done with the future branch, let us see the git status. It is up to date. See the status of feature 1, nothing to commit. So feature 1 is completed. Now I want to bring these changes back to my master branch. What should I do now? Git, you should make your master as
Main
switched again,
switch. Star master should be the new one. Yes.
right? Now what I should do? I want to merge. From where? From
From
my
feature
feature 1.
F1 to, yes.
First, let us see the git log so that okay. My master branch is here. My original master is here. Where is my future branch? It is beyond this. Let us do okay. Again, let us I just want to show you where my future branch is set. Now, if you see the git log, you see here, both are at different. The head of future branch is here, AD27 something, and master is 86 AAD. You can check here, 86 AAD. Both head of master and origin master at same 86 AAD. But whereas in my future branch, my head is now at here, future. You can see here, but master is at still 86 AA. Okay. Now right, git merge from where? Achha. Always make sure you are in the active branch. Here I just switched to action. Now see here, fast forward which type of merge right now, don't worry about it. Now if you see the git log, see here, local master. It was here. It has moved to here. Okay. Now let us push these changes origin into master. Right? Done. Now if we go and check files, here, feature one. You can also check commits F1 completed. So like this, you can use the process. This is what we have done exactly. Do you see any problem with this? There is a drawback with this approach. So what I'm doing, whatever code I'm editing, I'm blindly merging it back to the master and pushing it back to the remote master. What is the guarantee that I have followed all the standards which I'm supposed to follow? Right? Is anyone reviewed it? Anyone has seen this? Anyone has validated it? None of them. As a developer one, I'm doing it on my own. Just for understanding purpose, I explained this, but this is not the actual process which is followed. Right? We have learned few commits like checkout, merge, right? And push also we have seen. Right? This is not the recommended practice in real time. What is the right way? Here. There is something called pull request. Okay, before moving to that, any doubt in this approach? Is the process clear? Okay, let's see. So now we'll learn working with pull request.
Yeah, I have a doubt here. So I am pretty much confused with the branches. So are these like the physical folders within the Hello World app?
There is some background noise, so I'm sorry, I can't hear you properly.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, it's clear now.
So I see that we are going into, we are creating a feature one branch and then going it into it and making few changes and then making the master as the active one. So, like I'm confused as to are these the folders that are we creating within the Hello World app folder? Because I do not see anything over there. So pretty much
Right.
confused about what the branches are. I understood the process, but do not actually get what a branch is because I do not physically see a folder over there.
You
So
cannot
how can
see.
we do? Yeah.
Okay, that is where you can see that physically you cannot see that. That will be coming from your, where did we create developer one or developer two? Developer one. This is what our developer. It will be managed everything here, right? The Git
Okay.
will refer this. I'll show you that. Don't worry. Wait for next scenario so you can understand better. So we will be committing our feature also into repository. Then we can see the feature one, feature two, all those things in the your remote repositories. Right now,
Okay.
whatever we have done, that feature one, that is there in my local repository. I have not yet committed or pushed that feature one branch into my remote repository. If you see this push where we did right, this was on where? Master. Did we do any push from the feature branch?
No.
No. That is the reason you are not finding any future branches here. Next scenario, I'll cover that.
Okay.
But whereas you're still seeing feature one. Why?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's say -a is all. whatever the branches are available in remote as well as local, it will display. If you want to see only local, -L you should use. Okay. If you want to see only remote, see here, in remote, we have only one. When I'm using local, when I'm checking locally, I have two, feature one and master both. Whereas in my remote, I have only master. So until and unless if you push the branch, whatever has been created locally, that will not appear in a remote. Now, where am I seeing? Where am I getting this
here
information?
basically the master is the Hello World app folder, right?
Master is the Hello World you can consider because we have pushed all your Hello World app source code into master.
So, so I think she's trying to ask like it is local. It is in local repository, right?
Yes, the future is right now in local repository.
Local repository because we never pushed on to remote one.
There are three things. One sec. Let me show you this picture. Where is this?
Let's consider
Remember,
first one is first one is like our local PC. Second one is our Git local, and third one is remote.
one sec. Let me explain. If you have a working directory, that is your physical copy, like your Hello World app. Okay. When it comes to branches, that branch we are calling it as a path. Okay. You can map that branch into any working directory. Let's say you can keep Vijaya in your local. Inside Vijaya, I can have my master branch, feature 2 branch, feature 3 branch. Don't get confused between your local folder name versus your branch. Okay. You can give any name for the branch. It is not mandatory that you have to maintain the same name what you have as a folder name.
Yeah, that is what I was get confused at,
Yes, I got it.
in the
That's why.
folders and the
Right,
branches.
right. That is the reason I'm explaining here. Okay. So your folder is a local one, which just give me a second. Getting some call. Sorry, some call. Okay. So your folder name, local folder name can be anything. Into that folder, you can check out or you can pull or you can clone of any repository. What are these things? The future one, master, everything is managed inside your git folder. Here. Okay. Reference. All these things. This will be the database basically. Head, the remote, tags, everything. All the tag here. Features. You can see. Can you see master and all here? Just for understanding purpose. This
Yes.
is not your headache at all. From where are you getting? From this here. Can you see master?
Yeah.
We created future / F1, right? Can you see F1
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
none of our business at all. How the Git is
Okay.
managing internally. What is important
Okay.
for us other than this? I hope it is clear now.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It is clear. Thank you.
So where are we? Okay. So this is what we have tried, right? So this is the drawback because there is no review mechanism here, right? I definitely want my code to be reviewed before it goes to the master branch, which is very critical. Remember, master branch I was telling you, right, in one of the branching strategy, which is the release branch, which is the integration branch. Ultimately, the customer will get the objects from the master branch or integration branch. So that is the reason we should always make sure the code, whatever is going inside the master, it should be proper and tested and reviewed. Okay. For this, there is a proper procedure which we have to follow. So we have to go through something called as PR, pull request. So what are we going to do here? First, we are going to create a local branch. Then we will check out that feature branch. Same, whatever we have done. Then develop the features and modify some changes into my feature branch. Right? Then we will stage those changes into my feature branch. Then push the changes into those things. Till now, whatever this till 4, right? It is same. We're going to repeat this. Plus, what we are going to do, so what is the difference? I'll show you in this picture. Right? So last time what we have done, we have modified here and pushed it back to the local master. This time I'm not going to do that. Whatever changes I have modified here, I'm going to push into the remote. Here, what it will do in remote, it is going to create one more feature branch, right? I'm going to create a pull request from this remote feature branch to remote master branch. Okay. Clear? Here I'll have a facility to create a pull request. Once I create a pull request, then I need to add some reviewers here. So-and-so person, please review it. Maybe a senior person or lead or spoke. So I'll create a pull request. Then I will send a request to the respective persons. Then what they do, they will review my code. If they're convinced with the changes what I have made here, whether they'll check whether I have followed the standards, whether is there any integration problems. Most of the times, what happens, as an individual developer, I may be right with my individual code, my module, but that might be impacting other modules where you have the dependency. So all those things, the reviewers will take care of that, right? Then they will check everything is there or not, if there are proper standards followed or not, all those things. If they're satisfied, and they might test also something, right, by integrating something. So the person is going to review, he will validate all those things, then he will approve that pull request. Once they approve the pull request, then it will go to the remote master. Clear? There are the steps here. So stage and commit changes to local feature branch first. Then push the commit to remote feature branch, not to the local. Push that changes whatever you have, not to the local master. Then create a pull request, right? Pull from remote feature to remote master. While creating a pull request, you need to select from which branch to which branch you need to create a pull request, right? Then reviewers pull request should approve or reject it. If it is approved, okay, then it will go. Assume if it is rejected for some reason, maybe not follow it, the standards, or maybe some additional comments, I can add as a reviewer, I can add, right? Then assume everything is fine. Then once I approve that pull request, that will be moved to the here. As soon as the pull request is completed, this will go and delete automatically. That is the practice, because it is a temporary branch which you have created, right? It's of no use by keeping this. So then once pull request is merged here, then automatically this will get deleted. Again, there is an option if you want to retain, but the recommended practice is to delete it, which is of no use. Okay, clear? On my local, pull from the remote master so that local master is updated. What does it mean? Now what I have done here, I have modified here. I pushed it to the remote. From the remote feature to remote master, I have merged it through a pull request. Did I get these changes into my local master? If you see in the previous scenario, from the local feature to local master, I have merged. That is the reason I must be having my local master is up to date with the features, whatever has been modified. But in this scenario, that is not the case. This is this way only. We are not merging it back to the master. We are directly pushing the feature branch to remote. From remote to remote master, we have merged through pull request. Now, if you want to get these changes from this feature to my local master, again, I should, what you should do?
Check with the remote master.
Pull the changes from the remote master. Then, if it is not required anymore, locally go and delete a local feature branch. Clear? So that is the steps again given how to create a pull request and all. This will take some time, so we'll do this in tomorrow's session. If you have any doubts or if you want more explanation for anything, I can give you today.